So welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, Port Angeles, on another beautiful Thursday evening. Glad to have you all here tonight. You'll notice that our side area looks a little naked. Our resident musician, Catherine, we're giving her the month of April off. She's been playing solidly with us since December 1st. So between her and I, she's got a lot of other stuff going on. I said, focus on your life. Just take the month. So we're also in the midst of recruiting some new musicians. I met somebody very nice today, hoping that that might pan out because we want to add to our repertoire and beef up our music a little bit more. So I'm excited about that. I just want a reminder to turn their cell phones off. So we'll do that. If you're seeing this online, thank you for joining us. You might find the sound better if you use earbuds to listen, and be willing to maybe share one of our videos with somebody if you feel like they could use a little positive spiritual lift during the week. Find us on Facebook, and also find us at our webpage, www.cslpa.org. And if you're in the area, we'd love to meet you in person, so come on out, add us to your calendar. What else do I want to tell you before we start? I think that's it. Our new opening song for the month of April is I Am Here to Give and Receive Love. We're going to be having recorded music tonight, so we get to be patient with my technology. And this song repeats a number of times. Just saw somebody drive up, so we might wait to sing this till they come in. So this song repeats a lot of times. It says 7, it might even be 8. We'll find out when we get there. I'll make sure you know when it's ending. As we sing this song, I'm going to invite you to use this time to let the day begin to fall off, to really embody the words of the song. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive. Love. I am here to give and receive love. So we'll repeat that a number of times, and then the final one so you don't do the entire song. Welcome. Come on in. Your timing is impeccable. We're just about to do our opening song, new song for April. We have a new opening song and a new closing song for the month. Okay, take a breath. Just begin to come into center. Here we go. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive love, love. I am here to give and receive love. Start at the top. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive give and receive. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive love, love. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive love, love. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive love, love. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive. Take a deep breath. We just use this song to ground us, to make us fully aware of what we are here to do. We are here on this planet, in this human form, to give and receive love. We are the hands of God, we are the heart of God, we are the arms of God, we are the feet of God that does the work in the world to express and receive love. Now, yes, animals do that. A lot of other things express love, the trees, the plants, the world. There's something very tangible about the humanness of us and the way that we are able to give and receive love. So that song really anchors us in that. And I know there's a little part of your brain that was like, is it over yet? Are we done yet? But we do it for a long time to really, really steep in that knowing, the truth of that song. So that's why we do it a lot. Thank you for your patience with this new song. We're going to read our vision and our mission as we do every week. It's in our program. I invite you to join us if you care to. Our vision. We are an open, safe, creative, and spiritual community where we experience divine love and connection every day. Our mission. Through spiritual, artistic, and social gatherings, we experience and express divine love. Our intentions create ripples of compassion into the world. Our announcement, we have a workshop coming up next week, next Wednesday. Put it on your calendar, take a flyer, tell your friends. You won't want to miss it. This man, Stephen Hobson, the former award-winning stockbroker and first deaf instrument-rated pilot in the world, is coming from 6 hours away to gift us with his presence and his wisdom and his deep love of spirit. So I am really excited to have him coming to us. I really invite you to check this out and come and participate and the workshop that he's going to be giving us. We're very excited to have him coming. If you'd like to be contacted about things that are going on at the center, we have information cards at the table. I invite you to fill one of those out and drop it in the basket later, or just leave it on the table. And also, if you have anything that's weighing on you that you want to know a deeper truth about, or something you'd like us to join you in celebration about, you can fill out a prayer request form. It states the current condition, what seems to be, and then the desired outcome. What is it that I desire to have as my highest, best outcome? And Reverend Clancy and I will read it, hold it in the highest confidence. No one else will ever see it, and we will pray about it all week long. So I invite you to fill one of those out afterwards. You can always hand it in or drop it in the basket, whatever feels best for you. I invite Reverend Clancy up to do our opening reading, our brief time of silence, and an opening prayer.
Ernest Holmes, who is the founder of Science of Mind and the Spirit, wrote The Thing, which we understand he was referring to what we might call God or Spirit, but trying to move us out of old paradigms, perhaps. The thing, then, works for us by working through us and is us, always. It cannot work for us in any other way. It spreads itself over the whole universe and shouts at us from every angle. But it can become power to us only when we recognize it as power. Only when we recognize it as power. Let us take that into our consciousness for a few moments. Just breathing into the essence and the sense of the statement, of the power, the principle that always responds to us, and the loving presence that is felt within and supports each person everywhere, supports everything in its creation. We just breathe in and accept that as a limitless possibility. The limitless potentiality of that creative spirit working right here, right now, in and through everyone. I claim and know that who is ever in the sound of my voice, the sound of this possibility, is discovering a greater light of truth within. And that creative spirit is active, and it is responding. It responds to our word of truth being spoken aloud as our great good desire that harms no one. And as we explore it together in this gathering, new understandings, perhaps new glimmers of inspiration, a new sense of joy is spreading throughout lives. Yes, yes, my dear one. It is possible. Standing in this principle, we open ourselves to its great blessings. And for this I am so grateful. And I can simply hand it over to Spirit. I hand over the what of the good desire and trust and know that how it comes about is being done right here and right now. And so it is.
Thank you. So for those of you that came in just a little bit after we started, you'll notice that it's a little empty on this side over here. We're giving Catherine the month off. And we're also in the process of recruiting some more musicians to add to our music ministry. So tonight, it's the Trisha Show. We're having a little recorded music tonight. And I'm going to share with you a song that I fell in love with a while ago by India Ari called I Am Light. There's a repetitive chorus in this, and if you want to, I invite you to join in on the chorus. You'll learn it very quickly. And I really love the words of this song. It points to what we're going to be talking about in just a few minutes. So let's get this going.
It's on the back.
Yes, it's on the back of the program if you'd like to take a look at the words. Voices in my head, I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light, I am light, I am light, I am light. 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 I am not mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of dream I left behind. I am light. 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 I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. All light, all light, all light. I am light, I am 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 light. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light, all light. All light. I am light, I am light. I laugh when I picked the songs for tonight and for the month. They all start with I am. I am that I am that I am, as the great wise philosopher Popeye said. So our talk tonight is staying power. Staying power and staying power. Saying that in a couple of different ways, and we're going to kind of play with that a little bit. In our philosophy, Science of Mind and Spirit, which is celebrating, going into its 100th year of being an official philosophy, it was this time, 1918, that Ernest Holmes really started to pull together all of the things that he'd been thinking for such a long time, thinking and studying, and he really started to pull it together into a cohesive philosophy that we now have been studying for 100 years. Millions and millions of people have had their lives transformed through this very simple, practical philosophy for daily life. That was what drew me to this philosophy from the very beginning. I didn't really dive in until I was about 35, but ever since my mom got involved, when I was probably in my late teens, there was something about it that made sense to me. It made sense to my logical, rational mind, which I have a very powerful, linear thinking mind, but I also have a very creative, right brain that's extremely active, and also a deeply spiritual sense of connection with the world. But I couldn't find a place or a philosophy, or definitely not a religion, that satisfied the feeling that I was hungering for and also made sense in my brain. There was this kind of feeling of a battle in a lot of other places that I explored, and I did explore. I went to many churches, many friends' churches, synagogues, you name it, I checked it out. And there was something that always felt off for me. Just me personally. I'm not denigrating any other religion or philosophy, because I do know many people in many other religions that find great depth and meaning and connection there. And so for me, I don't care what someone practices, as long as it keeps us connected to each other and keeps our heart open, then it feels like a philosophy or a religion or a spiritual path that is beneficial to the planet and really speaks to me about what I think God is. So I found this philosophy, and it was like, oh, things clicked. Things lined up. They made sense. I could make my left brain real happy, and it could be quiet long enough so that I could actually sink into the felt experience of spirit. Before, it was all kind of in my head. I had a concept, an idea of what I thought spirit might be. But now, I could have a felt experience of this powerful presence that is very personal, individualized in all of us. It is this entire universe and beyond, and yet it's extremely individualized in each one of us, uniquely. And I like that idea so much, because it means I don't have to be like you, and you don't have to be like me, and we can all be connected to this presence. We don't have to be copycats, or, cookie cutter images. We don't have to always practice the same way, pray the same way, meditate the same way, have the same vision of what this presence is in our life. It can be uniquely and divinely our own. And yet we can also have a shared sense of community about this presence, which is exciting to me, because I've always been about community. I've been in community theater most of my life. I've been in lots of communities, and I didn't know that I was seeking spiritual community. I didn't know that that's really what community was about for me. So 100 years of this philosophy called Science of Mind, and the catchphrase has always been, change your thinking, change your life, which for a while suited me just fine. But I discovered I want to go beyond my thinking, because my thinking's all, this was my spiritual life for a long time, from the neck up. I was thinking about things a lot, but again, I wasn't embodying that. So I got this idea that it's maybe for me and maybe for you, it's not change my thinking, but it's refine my thinking and refine my life. And being who I am, I looked up refine in the dictionary. Refine means remove impurities or unwanted elements. Removing impurities or unwanted elements. So what are those for us? Well, they're the false beliefs. I'm not good enough, so I'm unworthy. I need to be this way to be okay. The world needs to be this way to be okay. I talk a lot about that. To me, those are the only sins that we have, are these impurities of thought where we disconnect ourselves from this presence, where we feel separate from life, each other, and most definitely, often from God. Many people feel separate from God. So when we remove those impurities from our thinking, then we can have a felt connection with this powerful presence. The phrase, stay with the one that brung you, popped into my mind. I know there's a song by Shania Twain, stay with the one who brought you, dance with the one that brought you, stick with that one. Don't look for the shiny new toy, but stick with the one that brought you. Well, the one that brought you is Spirit, right? Stick with the one that brought you. Stick with the one that brung you here. Spirit brought you here for a reason. And then we go, I don't know what my reason is. What's my purpose? Well, I don't know. I don't know your purpose. Maybe I got this idea when I was being a caregiver. My purpose is to be doing whatever it is that I'm doing. That's my whole purpose. Whatever it is I'm doing, that's my purpose. When I'm doing it with love and spaciousness and compassion, whether I'm chopping vegetables or doing laundry or giving a talk, that's our purpose, is to be here with each other, fully present, not disconnected, to be unified. Still our individual selves, not a bunch of lemmings. Long time ago, my mom used to say, people would say, oh, science of mind, there's a cult. She said, we're not a cult. A cult is where they follow their leaders blindly. Nobody ever listens to me. So we're not that. We are a bunch of rugged individualists who band together in spiritual communities to find spaciousness and grace and connection with like-minded, not alike-minded. There's a difference there. When we stick with the one who brought us, we return again and again to the truth, despite whatever's going on, despite the appearance sometimes, despite the stories in our heads. Oh, it's never going to work out, or this way. I'm having a dark day. Well, that doesn't mean anything except I'm having a dark moment. I'm just having a moment. It's just this moment. And then the next comes along. Often, when we begin to dive into our deeper truth, when we begin to refine our thinking, to remove some impurities or unwanted elements, it looks chaotic. Things fall apart. Things look like chaos. And I read something really interesting today by Emanuel Swedenborg, a very famous philosopher amongst many other things. And he says, before anything is brought back into order, it is quite normal for it to be brought first into a kind of confusion, a virtual chaos. In this way, things that fit together badly are severed from each other. And when they have been severed, then the Lord arranges them in order. So the chaos is to sever, to break apart those things that have been fit together but badly, that fit together but not quite perfectly in alignment with the highest and best good. Through our impurities of thought, through our beliefs, through our mistakes, through our unconsciousness, often we get to something that fits pretty well, but not all the way. I've talked about this for myself in relationship. I was dating somebody a long time ago. I had a list, like the perfect relationship. And this person, I was able to check off every single thing on my list. Man, it looked like it was good. We were both hoping we were done. We didn't have to look anymore. And I said it was like cog wheels that fit together pretty well, but it was like da-da-da-da-da, ka-clunk. Perfect, 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 ka-clunk. There was this place where we kept having our cogs not fit, like they were misaligned. he didn't get my sense of humor. For me, that's just not going to work. That's just not going to work. But what I recognized was I didn't have gets my sense of humor on my list. I had to refine my list. And he was a good guy, and I was a good person. We were good together in lots of ways. But we were not the right fit. Now, luckily, we didn't have to have a lot of chaos, but it was not fun to break up. It was not fun to realize, you're not it. I'm not done. I'm not done looking. You know, oh, darn, I still have to look some more. And we've had jobs like that where we go in and we're like, oh, this is going to be the best job ever. And it fits great, and then clunk, ugh. So sometimes, in order to sever that thing that does not fit, sometimes it looks like chaos. That's a lot of what I think is going on in our country right now, and also in our world. We see a lot of apparent chaos going around. The upending of the game board, and everything is up for re-looking at it. I think it's exactly what Swedenborg is talking about. In this way, things that fit together badly are severed from each other. And when they have been severed, the Lord arranges them in order. Now, that's the Lord God, not some outside force that's looking down on the earth going, oh, I gotta fix that. No, it's God as us, raising our consciousness so that we can put things in an order that benefits more, that is the highest and best good for all concerned, not just 1 or 2 or 10, but all concerned. So when we're in the midst of chaos, we can return again and again to what brought me here. What am I here to do? I am light, I am spirit, I am here to give and receive love. Come back to that place, returning again and again to that place. It takes practice. You know, it's like starting to eat better or exercising. We can't just do it one day. Oh, I wish. Darn it. We have to keep at it. Commitment is this idea of staying power. Commitment is a powerful spiritual practice. Committing to something wholeheartedly. I have the great quote from what appears to be Goethe, but actually I found out it was somebody else, and it's in my barn. It got printed and I didn't bring it out. So I'll read it to you next week. But it's the quote about whenever we move in full commitment, the universe rushes in to meet us. When we have hesitancy, then all is lost. It's a great quote. Whatever we can dream and do, begin it. Keep moving forward is basically what it's saying. It was written by this man as they were going on a Himalayan expedition. And in the beginning of the quote that I discovered, it wasn't from Goethe. It actually came from this person first, and he quoted Goethe, so it got attributed to him in a lot of other places. But he said, people said, oh, well, you didn't do any big deal. He said, yes, we did. We bought the tickets to Bombay. That was the step that got everything else into motion. All the other things. We took the step, the big step, to move in the direction of what we were planning to do. We bought the tickets. So we make a step. Commitment is focusing on what is wanted instead of what isn't wanted. We spend, I think, a lot of time talking about what we don't want in life. It's important to turn away from that and focus instead on what do we want. In this upheaval of a planet right now, there's a lot of talk about, protesting against and resistance against. I want to look at what am I for and focus on that. What do I want to see more of in the world and pay attention to that. Love what we love. Love it in capital letters, what we love. Give it our full attention, our full commitment, and see what blossoms from that. There are plants that will grow if we neglect them. They grow better when we give them our love. There are relationships that will stay even if we don't give them a lot of attention. They will flourish when we love them. Love them. My husband and I saw a really great speaker named Kyle Cease. He was a former comedian, ended up having terrible anxiety, had to stop doing his stand-up comedic work for a long time, dove into his spiritual life, came back to comedy, and his agent said, no, you need to take your comedy genius and what you've learned, because you've been telling me about all this stuff, and you need to combine them and become a spiritual teacher. And so he did. So he's out there. You can look him up on the internet. He's everywhere. And we went to this workshop, and he said he does a practice called I Love That, and I love that. So whatever's going on, oh, I got a flat tire, and I love that. Oh, I just found out I have cancer, and I love that. I'm having a fight with my husband, and I love that. And it seems silly and sort of flip. It's just a way in a kind of a light way to come back to again and again, whatever's happening somehow is for my unfolding. It's removing the impurities from me. It is helping me to be refined, even when I can't see it. So I love that. And I'm going to focus on what do I want instead of what do I not want. Ernest Holmes said, you will find your word has the amount of power, the amount of intelligence that you put into it. It has creative power according to the amount of absolute conviction and the impulse of love which is behind it. So conviction and love. We put conviction and love behind whatever it is we want to do, whatever we want to be, whatever we want to see more of. Lincoln said commitment is what turns a promise into reality. We are committed. My former minister, I remember him talking about relationship, and he said for the first time, the relationship that he's been in now for 15 years, he said, I made the commitment and the choice that there's no back door. There's no place for me to run. No matter what, we're working this out. Now, I'm sure if there was beatings, there would be a different story. But there wasn't. But there's stuff that comes up in relationship, right? All the time. Doesn't matter whether it's friend relationships but especially romantic relationships. All the stuff we thought we healed, oh, there it is. Hello. And it's really easy to just say, well, I can't deal with this person. I'll just go find the next better person. Well, if we don't deal with what's coming up for us, we will keep meeting the same person in many different bodies. So, there's no back door. My husband and I made it very clear when we got married. We've both been divorced. We're not doing that again. So our choice is, if we have a challenge, become distant, separate, isolated, and just spend the rest of our lives that way, because we're not getting a divorce. Or push through the discomfort, the unease, the awkward conversation, the things that are frightening, and see what happens when we come out on the other side. Be willing to have the uncomfortable conversation with friends that you love and that you notice there's something in the way to fully being present with them. Commit to what you want to see more of. It takes small steps, small incremental steps. Another former minister of mine used to say, all growth is incremental, sequential, and cumulative. I never will forget that. Incremental, sequential, which means you can't go from A to Q. You have to go through all the little steps. And cumulative. So the more you do, the faster that flywheel spins, and then the effort is less and less, and the result is more and more. That shows up in a lot of places in our life. I saw a cool thing on Facebook where these two chefs, they must have been chef scientists, because they wanted to create a giant chocolate geode. You know the rocks that you break them open and they've got the really beautiful crystals inside? So they made this two halves of a huge chocolate egg. I mean huge, it was this big. And thick, the chocolate was probably, 2 inches thick. And on the inside, they put a sugar water concoction, the same way you make rock candy, hard rock candy. They sealed it, so they filled the two halves and they sealed it, and then it took 6 months. And every day, they turned it a little, they moved it a little. They didn't know what was going to happen, but they were committed to find out. They were committed to stay with it and turn this thing every day. And they made 6 of them in different colors. And on the Facebook post I saw, they smashed them all open one day, broke them open, and they were the coolest looking geodes you've ever seen. Beautiful purples and reds and color, all these crystals that had formed in the dark, in the unknown place. They didn't know what was going to happen. They were willing to try and experiment and have patience and have commitment. They said it took a long time. They didn't know what was going to be. They just kept at it. Ernest Holmes says, the time will come when we deal more and more with the absolute, but we approach that by degrees. We sneak up to it almost. It's like we have to trick ourselves. I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to come over here for a little bit. We just kind of inch our way towards that powerful presence, because sometimes it can feel really overwhelming and scary. We do the next thing there is to do. Just the next thing. Small steps. What can I do next? I saw another woman speak this week. Just phenomenal stuff out there in the world. She says, you will never in your life ever have to deal with anything for more than the next minute. We're freaking out about something. We think our whole life is falling apart. We only have to deal with that for the next minute. And the next minute will come along, and then the next hour will come along, and the next day will come along. And she talked about the time just does that, rolling itself out like a string of pearls, one after the other. And she said, do the calm, right thing that needs to be done in that minute. The calm, right thing. What do I need to do right now? I talked earlier about your purpose. What's your purpose? Whatever you're doing right now, in this next minute. What does that hold for you? When we freak out, when things become overwhelming and chaotic, what can I do in the next minute? Can maybe I just take a couple breaths? Can I go back to source? Go back to that powerful principle? Can I call somebody who will remind me of the truth of who I am? Who will help me remember what's really going on? Refining is going on. Refining means removing impurities or unwanted elements, but it also means improve something by making small changes. Ideas, theories, or methods to make more subtle and accurate. Making small changes which improve something. Refining. Refining. So I invite you this week to just discover your life, take a look around, see, oh, what is it that I want more of? Maybe write it down somewhere. What I want in my life is da 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 da. Maybe a couple of things. Just 2 or 3. Don't get crazy. Small steps, right? We're not going to change everything about life today. But write down a couple of things. What do I want more of in my life? What do I want more of in the world? And what can I do today? What can I do in the next minute to move that forward? I want more musicians. So I put out, I don't know what was holding me back, but I put out an email to the music department of Peninsula College and the high school, because we've got amazing music in Port Angeles. Amazing. Our high school is playing currently at Carnegie Hall. I don't know if you saw that in the paper today. And they're so big, they have to do it in 2 different sections, because we have so much music in this town. So I got a phone call today from somebody that we might very well start playing with. Who knows about Centers for Spiritual Living, who's a very spiritual person. His wife is a yoga teacher, and he plays instruments, and she sings and plays instruments. And who knows? But what I did was, the next step, place an ad. Musicians wanted. Start telling people, we're looking for musicians and singers. Put the word out. See what happens. See how our good comes back. I'm not in charge of that. But I am in charge of doing the next step, as are you. The next thing. The calm, right thing. I'm not sure I'm crazy about the word right. Who is to know what's right? But maybe the calm thing is a good idea. So I invite you to take a deep breath. Come back to that center place. I know right here and right now that there is this powerful presence, this thing that I call God or spirit or love or energy, the source, the infinite, the absolute. This powerful presence that is everywhere at all times, fully present in every atom, in every speck, in the tiniest thing, and in the space between all of that. There is this presence of love and light and joy, creation, chaos, order, all of it is wrapped up in the divine. Material and immaterial things. I am absolutely grateful to know that I am part of this oneness, that everything ever, anywhere, at any time is part of this oneness. And I know, beyond appearance, beyond the story, beyond the ideas of the moment, that there is this divine right order and action moving through all of life, stringing together the pearls of time and space into a beautiful, beautiful web that stretches out across all life, and where each of us have our place, where the web intersects with another line. That is our spot, and we touch all of life. And as we raise our consciousness, and we raise our knowing and our deeper connection with the divine, I know that that makes a huge ripple in the world in which we live. We are powerful beyond our wildest imaginings, and that we can take little steps in the direction of our desire, in the direction of our wholeness, in the direction of our refinement. And every step makes a huge exponential difference in the quality of our life and the quality of the lives we intersect with. I'm grateful to know this. I simply and easily and effortlessly let this go, letting the divine handle the details. And so it is.
So it is.
Thank you. This is our time for conscious giving. Oh, hello. Hello, Spirit. God calling. See, that's divine timing and divine right order. So we do this practice every week. We consciously give and receive. I'm here to give and receive love, and that's all that money is energy, just like love is. It's just a form that we've agreed on that it has value. It helps to keep the lights on. It helps to pay for office supplies, do all these really tangible, cool things in the world. So I know that I focus on what I want more of in the world, and what I want more of is this. And so I support this in my financial giving, my conscious giving. So if you have a tangible gift that you're giving today, I invite you to place it on your heart. We have a conscious giving prayer that we're going to say together. I am open to give. I am open to receive. I am grateful to be in the flow of life through and as needed. Our closing song is kind of a peppy one. I'm choosing Spirit today. By Ricky Byers-Beckwith, who's an amazing artist. Get this in the right place here. Nope, that's it. There we go. If you want to, you can stand up and dance. going to be walking the road. I'm choosing spirit today. I'm choosing spirit today. I am walking the road to spirit right now, singing I'm choosing spirit today. Love. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road to love right now, singing I'm choosing love today. Peace. I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing peace today. I am walking the road to peace right now, singing I'm choosing peace today. I choose abundance. I choose abundance today. I choose abundance today. I am walking the road to abundance right now, singing I choose abundance today. Back to spirit. I'm choosing spirit today. I'm choosing spirit today. I am walking the road to spirit right now, singing I'm choosing spirit today. I am walking the road to spirit. One more verse. I skipped the verse. I skipped joy. We're choosing joy, huh? Walking the road to joy right now, singing I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road to joy right now, singing I'm choosing joy today. Spirit. I am walking the road to spirit right now, singing I'm choosing spirit today. First one's always rough every month. By the second one, we get it nailed, right? Thank you so much for being here. I'm grateful. I'm hoping to have live music in the coming weeks. Just know that for me. Actually, I am knowing and affirming right here, right now, that we are going to have live music for the rest of this month.
And we align and intend with you.
Yes, hold that consciousness for me. Tea and snacks in the other room. Thank you again. Look forward to seeing you next time.